Yo, another video. We got a new figure today, and this is definitely an interesting one. This is G2 Ramjet, right? Which, if you saw, not my last video, but the video before my last video, he was the honorable mention, but kind of the dishonorable mention, honestly, because, you know, top 10 figures I got this year, I think I only got 10 figures that year, so, which was last year. He isn't exactly great, but he's not bad. You'll see. He does have one big issue, though, and I'm just going to go ahead and say that. Twisting his arm right now, if you couldn't tell. Yeah. So as you saw, this figure does have a couple issues. Now, you only saw one of his issues, but you'll definitely be seeing another one. And I already covered his main issues in the top 10 figures list, actually. We're going to go ahead and get into the issues first, okay? Because you just saw all the issues. I mean, you've probably already seen all the issues if you haven't seen my top 10 figures list this year. If you haven't, go ahead and check that out after you watch this video, of course. But yeah, he has, you know, the arm, which originally was not like that. It was normal at first. But if you could see, there's like a gap in between his arm and the torso, and you can see the pin that's right there. You can't see that on the other side. It's just this arm. It's kind of off-putting. But yeah, so his arm kind of just does its own thing. I mean, you try to lift it up, it just kind of goes back down. And then if you couldn't already tell, yeah, it was like that whenever I got the figure. So maybe that's because he was sitting in a box for so long. I mean, I got him last year, but he was released 3 years before. But I don't know. I can't really think of how that even happened. I mean, you would think, oh yeah, that's yellowing, but he was inside of a box. How would the sun even hit it? Oh, maybe it was the heat. No. I've had my room at like 80 degrees at some points, and nothing's happened to him. Not a tad bit of yellowing. So, I'm wondering if it was something with the factory. Just a factory mess up, which I already have another figure that has had a factory mess up, and you also have not seen this figure. I forget how many figures I've gotten after I did that list. As you can see, this figure, I mean, in my opinion, looks really freaking cool. I mean, the color scheme is kind of carrying for the figure, but, you know, he doesn't have too much kibble. I think most of the kibble is just on his back there, and that's not even very much. Just 3 components, these two little fin pieces, and then the cone, which some people wish the head would have became the cone, but that would have made it to where the head would be like enormous. Like this, there's no way that would become that, right? If you couldn't already tell, this figure is a retool of the Seeker mold. Now, I can't compare it to the Seeker mold because I used to have the Coronation Starscream, but I sold it. So I don't have the old Seeker mold anymore. So I can't really compare it. But if you have the Seeker mold, then you can already probably tell the differences. I mean, he doesn't have wings on the back. Instead of wings, he has these 2 little fins. The wings are on his legs this time. And the head is a cone shape. And I think that's about it. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but I think that's it. The head sculpt on this figure is kind of nice. You can see there's some like paint splotch on him, like in various different areas. That was also straight out the box. Now, this was not straight out the box. That was my doing because of transforming him. I guess that just kind of happens. But yeah, he has some golden eyes. Those are definitely, well, it's either golden or copper. A cool color. Black face, you know, purple plastic is the plastic that's used here, and everything else is just painted on, and then the black for the cone. And then you can tell that it's purple plastic is everywhere, because you can see that on the top. The accessories that this figure comes with are 2 black blasters. It is cast in this black plastic and then painted purple on it. I don't know why that's not focusing. There we go. Yeah, these are quite nice accessories. And I don't know, I feel like the figure just doesn't look the same without them. he looks a bit, well, naked. But anyways, size comparison time. SS05 Optimus. Sorry, that's my dog. Right outside my window too, why? We have a camera. A Skylander Trapmaster Head Rush without its chip for some reason. Yeah, I got it like that. We have a Lego Hero Factory Brand Attack Rocka. Now, he's basically the size of a standard Voyager class. He's a little bit shorter than a standard Voyager class. We have him next to his Seeker Conehead Brethren Cloud Cover. Here's him next to Generation Selects Voyager class Artfire. He's, as you can tell, a smidge taller, I guess, but with the things right here, these little sections right here, honestly, he's a little bit taller than Artfire, but yeah. Here's Artfire. Here is the Redneck Rock. And finally, a Lego Star Wars Tri-Droid. So as you can see, he is a little bit shorter than the average Voyager class. Visibility on this figure is, you'll see. Ball joint in the head, he can look up that much. He can look down. Nothing. Oh yeah, also he has some like gold paint splotch on his head, which is also, I forget, is the reason why I know that his eyes are gold, because that little gold paint splotch on his head. And he can also he can kind of tilt side to side, but not very well. And then he can also do a full 360. A full 360. His arms can kind of go all the way around, but this little section right here is kind of blocking it if you go straight on. So I just kind of like put it off to the side and then do that. This figure can have his arm go up 90 degrees. His bicep can swivel all the way around, and he has a quite nice 90-degree bend at the elbow. And then he doesn't have any wrist articulation, but he has whatever you could call that. Oh, yeah, I forgot about this part. He doesn't have any waist rotation. No waist articulation. Can kick up that much because the skirt armor is kind of in the way. But I like that it's there because it kind of because it kind of covers up his well, that. He cannot even do the splits. He can not really kick back very much. That's the most he can kick back. So yeah, not very good waist anything or upper leg. He can do a full thigh swivel. Bend at the knee for well over 90. Wait, never mind, that's about 90. And then you have the smallest little smidge of ankle rock. Oh yeah, and his toe and heel can go down. So you can definitely pull off some interesting poses with this guy. Insert cool pictures. So he can definitely pull off some interesting poses. Now I was trying to do some images, some pictures I mean, and whenever I was gonna do a pose where he was, you know, like shooting like this, he can't do that because guess what? His arm does kind of suck a lot. If it was his leg, honestly, I feel like it'd be better. I wish it was his leg, in fact. But no, it's his arm. That. Oh wait, I forget that if you do that, then it stays up, but yeah. It's at a certain point that it just doesn't want to hold anymore. But yeah, you can definitely pull off some interesting poses with this figure. Now to get onto the transformation. The transformation on this figure is definitely existent. Now, I'm pretty sure this figure only has like 17 steps, but the regular Seeker mold has like 35. I don't know where all the steps go, to be honest. But yeah, start with taking off the guns. And the vehicle mode you end up with is long. And also, there's some miscoloration here. I don't think that's because of yellow. Well, no, I forget that actually is because of yellowing. I don't know why that happens. But here is the jet, and as you can see, it says Ramjet on the side. Definitely pretty cool. Now, I really don't see why everybody hates this mold, especially from the top. It looks really sleek, really nice. I guess from the bottom, or the side maybe. No, it really doesn't look that bad. I don't understand where the hate for this mold comes into play. I don't understand. Now, as you can see, the weapons do go at the bottom here, but if you want to take them off, obviously you can just do that. But honestly, this is one of the few areas where weapon storage actually makes sense. Now, apparently, for the F-15, I think is what this is based off of, the missile pods actually go on the bottom here. But this is a toy of a seeker, so obviously the guns go there. Anyways, this looks nice. I really do like this jet mode. Do I like it more than the robot mode? There's a chance. I'm not even joking. There is a chance I might actually like the jet mode more than the robot mode. Yeah, you can't do any posability with it, but I mean, because of his arm, you can't really do very many poses with G2 Ramjet anyways. Now, I'm imagining this is not the same with pretty much anybody else's figure. This is probably just my figure, which is unfortunate. That is my review on G2 Ramjet. I'll see you at some point, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.